Welcome, people. We are back at it again with another video. I'm not happy. I'm not happy in the slightest. Yesterday, right, I finished the third term of the academic year, right? And I went out, I had a good time, right? And I was thinking, I'm so excited for this weekend, for the first weekend in a very, very long time. I'm just going to be able to rest and chill and do whatever I want to do, right? I'm just thinking, okay, my team's playing Nottingham Forest at home. We've won our last two games. We've got some momentum. We can continue to build that momentum by winning. It's going to be a great day. And then Chelsea were like, nah, fam, not for you. Not for you. You're a Chelsea fan, you're not going to get that joy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, unlike the Chelsea squad, right, I want to be upfront and honest and genuine about my shortcomings, right? So now, before the game, I took a nap, right? And then I had set an alarm for 10 minutes before the game, right? I set that alarm. And then I put like a 5-minute timer, right? Because I just wanted 5 more minutes, right? And then next thing I know, it's 50 minutes past 4. It was 10 to 5, right? Which meant that the first half had already passed and it was half time, right? So I missed the entire first half because I fell asleep, right? I put my hands up, right? I'll say that's not good enough for me, right? As somebody who wants to be a consummate professional, that's not good enough for me, right? I apologize for that, right? Because now that means that I can't speak on the first half. All I can say about the first half is what I heard from the commentator. And he said that our first shot on target came really, really late on in the first half, and it was the single attempt on target in the game. So that tells me that it was a pretty dry first half, but nonetheless, I wish I was able to watch it so I can speak on it myself. But anyways, we move, right? Let me speak about the second half because I watched the entirety of the second half, right? I can actually speak on it. So I'm watching, right? And initially on the right hand side, I'm seeing link ups, right? I'm seeing link ups, right? Looks like people are starting to cook. Yeah. And you got Gallagher, right, playing triangle passes with Malo Gusto, with Sterling, and it's looking like, okay, this could actually translate into something very, very good, right? 3 minutes later, Anthony Elanga scores, right? I'm not sure if he's an ex-Man United man, right? In terms of his transfer from Man United to Forest is a permanent thing or if he's just on loan. I'm not too sure. But anyway, this man scores, right? And the commentator said something about it being his first goal in 44 league appearances or something like that. 44 Premier League appearances. Something crazy like that, bro. And I just thought, of course, that goal in that period of time would come against Chelsea because we're just those guys. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's deconstruct that goal, right? Quickly from memory, right? Because I haven't watched highlights right before making this. I'm filming this right after the game, right? This is a real, raw, natural reaction to what happened. So, what I saw in the middle of the park in the lead up to that goal is Mr. Moises Caicedo. Caicedo giving the ball away. That's what I saw, right? Then next thing you know, Forest are in on goal. Elanga has the ball, right? And he's coming under pressure from Colwell, but nonetheless, he puts it away in emphatic fashion, right? And beats Sanchez. And you can see after Elanga scored, Robert Sanchez was mad. He was very, very, very mad, right? With his defense. Thiago Silva got nutmegged, right? It was not looking good, bro. But I want to focus on Caicedo. His first game in a Chelsea shirt, he gives away a penalty, right? In a game that we were losing already, so it's like, and when he came on, we had already been losing, so it wasn't necessarily his fault. He added to the problem, but it wasn't necessarily his fault. You know what I'm saying? Then against Luton Town, he put in a decent shift. It was a decent performance. Nothing really, really great, but nothing poor. And if I look at the entirety of that second half, he wasn't trash, but one of his mistakes was to give away that ball, and that him giving away that ball led to us conceding. So he must be put under a microscope here. He must be analyzed, and we need to apportion the blame to him, right? The fact that we conceded, right? It's not his fault that we didn't score. but it's his fault that we conceded. So he needs to take an L on that one, bro. Bowley, you too, fam. You too. You're pushing for this man like he's the only central defensive midfielder in the world. Willing to pay 100 mil for a 21-year-old, bro. Look at what he's doing now. Look at what your 21-year-old 100 million pound man is doing, bruv. This is on you as well, Bowley, bro. You pushed and pushed and pushed for this man, bro. And this is what he's delivering so far. So, yeah, Bowley, take the L. Beda Dekbali, take the L. All of the Chelsea recruitment staff who pushed so hard for this guy as if he's the only central defensive midfielder walking on the face of the planet. Take your L. Okay, sharp. We conceded, right? Okay, then you can see that we're now starting to try to find a way back into this game, right? 1-0 down at home. The fans are not happy about this, but there's a lot of time left to play, right? The football being played is decent. There's hope, right? And then I see this guy, right? Caicedo, give the ball away again in the middle of the park, right? And it led to a chance for Nottingham Forest, and luckily they didn't score again. But I was just thinking to myself, Caicedo, it's you again. It's you again giving the ball away. What are you doing, bruv? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, cool. So let's look at the attacking aspect of the performance, right? So from the attacking aspect of the performance in that second half, Mr. Raheem Sterling, you were great last week. This week, anonymous. Anonymous, bro. It's not like we didn't see him at all, but he was not impactful. He was not impactful. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Mr. Nicholas Jackson. Drogba's regen, as many people are calling him, right? With him now, what I saw from him that I liked is that he would come and drop deep, right? He would drop deep, right? Pick up the ball, right? And then after that, protect the ball very well, dribble, right? And then link up with his teammates and create chances in that way. I liked what I saw from him in that aspect. But then there was a time in the second half, right? Towards the end of the second half, right? Late on, Sterling gets the ball on the right-hand side, right? He wriggles into the box, right? This was one of very few occasions where he wasn't anonymous. He wriggles into the box, gets to the byline, gets the ball to Jackson, right, with a cutback, right? And basically, the net is open now. And Jackson lunges at the ball, and the ball goes over the bar. It was a terrible miss. I'm not doing it justice in terms of describing how bad the miss was, but it was really, really bad. That's all you need to know. So, yeah, that's not great from him, right? And that doesn't now mean that he's some terrible striker. We shouldn't have bought him. Not at all. Not at all. Not in the slightest. But he also needs to take the blame, right? Because just in the same way I was looking at Caicedo for giving the ball away, which led to us conceding the goal, I must look at Jackson for missing an open goal. You know, maybe it could have gone now 1-1, which would still not have been anywhere near good enough, but it saves me the embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? And not just me, but Chelsea fans all over the world. Because what this does is, it makes us look very, very weak as a football club. And on top of that, guess who takes the stick for that? It's not the players, bro. It's the fans, bro. Because we're the ones who need to go about our normal daily lives, right? Interacting with other football fans and having those football fans talk to us like we're waste men, bro. Like we're nothing. It's like this team can put in a bad performance, right? But we get talked to like we're the waste men. We get talked to like we're the useless ones. When we have no input on the outcome of the game, bro. So, yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying still. Apart from that, Gallagher, he was fine from what I saw. Nothing. He didn't do anything crazy. I saw one moment where he gave the ball away. Or I think he played a short pass and we lost possession because of that short pass. So that made me a bit angry at him. But other than that, didn't do anything necessarily wrong, right? The defense was not shaky. The back three of Disasi, Levi Colwill, Thiago Silva, right? I didn't see them do something very, very wrong, you know? They got picked apart for the goal, but then again, Caicedo gives the ball away in the middle of the park. It's a quick counter. It's a good pass, right, to Elanga. I mean, I'm not too mad at them. I'm really not too mad at them because that whole goal doesn't start with them. So I'm not looking at them. And then apart from the goal, the rest of the game, they didn't do any. The rest of the second half, they didn't do anything that made me angry. So they didn't do anything that I thought they didn't do something which made me think that they should have done much better in a certain situation. Nah, they were good. They were okay. Sanchez made me nervous at one point, right? He had the ball in his hands, right? And it's just a routine throw, right, out to one of his players, and he hits one of the Forest players, Morgan Gibbs White, in the back. And I'm just thinking, come on, Sanchez, you haven't inspired confidence in me yet, and now you're doing this as well on top of that. Like, why, bro? Why? Um, Ben Chilwell, quiet. He was quiet in in that second half. There were a few times where he made this run. Enzo found him. But other than that, quiet. Malo Gusto was okay. He was alright. Um, Enzo Fernandez was good. Enzo can look at this game, right? See that result and say, this is not on me. This is not on me. Because like the passes that he was playing, right? They were very good. You can see that he's doing his utmost, right? To put a ball into a particular space to create a chance for the team. And he was doing that, spamming those good passes of his. So this is not on him, bruv. This is not on him at all. This is on others. Yeah, no, it's not looking good. We're not a serious club anymore. And I think it's time that I accept that, you know? Now, when I was mentioning my shortcomings in the beginning of this video, right? The reason I did all of that is because I messed up and I admitted that I messed up and that I need to do better in future, right? With this Chelsea team, bro, they deceived us, bro. They deceived us with that Liverpool performance, bro. They made you think, look what we're capable of, bro. We can go toe to toe with Liverpool at home, bro. Look at what we could possibly achieve for the entire season. They that's kind of like the dream that they sold us, that maybe we could be cooking this season because we had a good performance against Liverpool. West Ham rolls around, beaten 3-1. And then they went like, you know what? Let's fix our image. Okay, 3-0 win against Luton. Okay, you're appeasing the fans, right? Luton is a newly promoted side, so it's not something to be overly gassed about. But the fans aren't gonna be so agitated, annoyed, angry, nothing like that. You know, we're just gonna give them the opportunity to see some good football, have a good result, and then they'll stress less, right? Now against Nottingham Forest, this 1-0 loss, it just shows me that we're not a serious football club anymore, and I'm not sure when we'll be a serious football club again, right? But all I know is that it's up to the players. That's all I know. So I'm not gonna get angry anymore, bro. Like, I don't even think I'm gonna predict the scoreline for games anymore. What I'm just gonna say is, Raheem Sterling, Sunshine, go out there and do what you want to do. If you want to put in a performance and get a result that embarrasses the fans, that's fine. Do what you want to do, Sunshine, right? I think they just also need to be honest with us and just say, look, guys, we're not serious. We hate you guys because we're going to put in performances that are going to embarrass you guys, and you guys are going to get talked to crazy, right, by other football fans, getting made fun of, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, no more expectations, bro. Zero expectation whatsoever, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, our new signing, Cole Palmer, came on. Noni Madueke came on, right? They were all right, you know. They tried to do a few things here and there to unlock that Palace, to unlock the Forest defense. But that defense was being very, very stingy, extremely stingy, playing in a low block, being well organized, right? Having good performances from their players, Willie Bolly, you know, who else? It was Willie Bolly, right? There was this their captain Warrow Yates, he done well as well. So shout out to them, shout out to Forest. But yeah, Madueke and Palmer, they couldn't really do too much because that defense was on lock, right? And it wasn't on them. It's not on them. whole result is not on them, bro. That was the situation before they came on, so they were just trying to make it better. As for Ian Matson and Misha Mudrik, it's also not on them, bro. They came on even later than Madueke and Palmer, you know. They tried to do their thing, but it didn't work. It's not on them anyway, so it's fine. So, yeah. What else is there to talk about? Oh, I saw a meme on Instagram, right? By this account called 12th Man Tweets. And it's like Ronaldo complaining and stuff like that. And the caption of it is Chelsea Football Club when they realize that football games are won on the pitch and not in the transfer market. That's real talk. I won't lie, that's real talk. So yeah, we deserve that as well because what Chelsea have done essentially is spending all this money, more than £1 billion spent at this point, right? And you're not delivering. That's crazy. That's like the kid in class, right? Who who speaks the most about his academic ability, who's always boasting about how his parents can afford tutors for every subject, and he practices 8 million past papers and stuff like that, right? He does all of this, but then come the exam, bro, this guy gets 61%. That's basically what we are. So, yeah, yeah. Bowley, that's on you. That right there is on you. We need to stop this culture of just spending so much money and not getting the results that we want. Rather, spend a lot less, right? Spend a lot less on players. Don't spend 100 mil on one man who's 21 years old, bro, who had one good season in the Premier League. Don't do that. Instead, nah, how about this? How about this? You spend less, nah, and then you actually deliver with the little less that you have. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. I need to clean my room, need to go eat. So yeah, goodbye, people.